Shema Yashala Yahweh Alhaganawa Yahweh Achad Shema Yashala Yahweh Alhaganawa Yahweh Achad Shema Yashala Yahweh Alhaganawa Yahweh Achad Barak Yahweh, Barak Yahweh Shai, Barak Yahweh, Barak Yahweh Shai, Barak Yahweh, Barak Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Chai Kodash. I want to give double honor to our elder apostles and elder bishops of Great Millstone Ruel, as well as peace and blessings, health and wellness to the house of David the elect. How your brothers and sisters doing? Hope y'all doing pretty good on this day. All right. Today I want to go into a second installment of the topic, the Hebrew way. All right. The second installment of the Hebrew way. All right. The first installment went into merchandising. All right. Making merchandise of your talents, of your skills, your earthly skills, even if it's just, a side hustle, another stream of income. All right. As did our forefathers. All right. We were tradesmen. All right. We were tradesmen. All right. All right. We had marketplaces, but in this particular installment, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, all right, we're going to go into hospitality, because one of the ways of the Hebrew was hospitality. Now, if you look up the word hospitality in the etymology online, it really goes back to host. Ultimately, it goes back to host. All right, how you doing, brother? All right, and when you're a host, all right, when you're a host, or you house brothers. Now, if you consider the word hospitality, it sounds related to the word hospital, because the original hospital is where you would house the needy. All right, not necessarily the sick, but the needy. It's like a shelter. All right, but a place. But part of being hospitable, or in part of the custom of being hospitable, having hospitality, all right, is derivative of the way, or of our forefathers, all right, being a good host. Now, back at our homeland, before the curses were implemented, all right, pursuant to Daniel, I believe it's the 9th chapter, it says the curse is in effect, roughly paraphrasing. And before the curses, you would house Israelite strangers. When I say strangers, I mean someone who's not from your city, you don't know him, but he's a Hebrew, you see? Because if he was an Israelite, he was your brother. Okay? So there was hospitality on different levels. One level of hospitality that you would have traveling Israelites, because we traveled, all right? We conducted business as explained in the first installment, all right? And you would land in different cities, and an Israelite that you did not know, that you were not related to, will house you. All right. An example of that is the book of Judges, when a Benjamite was looking for what? His concubine. All right. And what happened? He ended up being housed with Israelites he didn't know. And they begged him to stay. They pleaded with him to stay another night. Now, where did they do that at? I can tell you where they did that at. Back in Israel, man. It was nice, man. Let's go. That's Shalom Zakon hospitality. Friendly and generous reception and entertainment of guests, visitors, of strangers. Now, Mississippi is coined the hospitality state. As racist and regressive that it has been historically, it's still known as the hospitality state. But we have reason to believe, because this is where Judah resided at. This is where Jake originally resided at. But Mississippi is called the hospitality state, because this is the one state where people might speak to each other if they don't know each other. And that's the spirit. Because I know you heard me respond to that Jake. They walked past me and I was like, hey, how you doing, brother? But I was responding to him speaking to me first. I didn't know him. You can't pull it off in certain cities, just speaking to strangers, holding the door for somebody that's coming in behind you. That's hospitality. But it's in our spirit. It's supposed to be in our spirit. But Esau had engineered us. He got us under a dark demonic vibration right now. Right? Leviticus 25:35. Let's go. And if thy brother be waxing poor and fallen in decay with thee, then thou should relieve him, yea, though he be a stranger or a sojourner, that he may live with thee. So if you had a brother, and that's one of my favorite chapters in the Torah, all right, the Torah, all right, Leviticus, the 25th chapter, all right. But if you have a brother that is a stranger, you don't know him, he's a sojourner, he done went broke, he done went into debt, so he can't sustain himself. Basically, he's homeless, maybe his family is homeless, all right. It's a law that you have to house him. And even when you house him, you can't charge him, you can't tax him. You know, he could work for you, but you can't tax him and stuff to make money off of him. So it's part of the law that you're supposed to house Israelite strangers, man. Israelite sojourners, man. Okay? It's part of the law. Okay? Going back to the book of Judges, showing you how it was dire that you house a stranger. And you were so receptive of a stranger because I was doing a little research, and basically we believe that when a stranger would come into our house, or, you know, knock on our door, so to speak, we would believe it's through the spirit that was sent by the Heavenly Father. So we knew that it was honorable for us to be hospitable towards them. All right, and it's that brotherly love. That's why it sheds more light on the curses, where it says the man that will be tender and delicate towards his brother. What was part of that tender and delicateness? Come on, brother, stay over. What's it say? Make kase su kase, but we said it in Hebrew. You know, we also said would arrows be like salam alaikum and all that. Peace be unto you. We said that to each other. We saluted each other when we saw each other. Okay, Deuteronomy 15:12. And if thy brother in Hebrew man or in Hebrew woman be sold unto thee and serve thee 6 years, then the 7th year thou shalt let him go free from thee. Yeah, that's the indentured servant. All right, and they came up off that indentured servitude, man. All right, so that's what happened. You had a brother that would be sold to you because if you weren't broke, if you was poor, then you would basically sell yourself into slavery. All right, or you'll be sold into slavery. But you'll be sold if you were sold into another Hebrew, he can't keep you as a heathen slave. A heathen slave, he just works for you till he dies, or he works for you till you die, and then he becomes the property of your descendant, which is why we still have the last names of those patriarchs, those plantation owners back in the South, man. All right. But if a Hebrew be sold unto you because he's waxing poor, so he has to put himself under servitude, all right, guess what? On the 7th year, he's free. He comes up with wealth from your estate. That's how we do it. All right, it says, the brother says, some examples of individual hospitality include inviting someone in your home for a drink or a meal, making sure your visitors are comfortable, giving gifts, expressing regard, and offering help or guidance. It's part of that hospitality. Now, can we do that with an Israelite we don't know now? Hell no. But it's still edifying to know how we moved in that homeland, because really Jerusalem is the body of Yahweh, the body of Yahweh, the elect. All right, we really represent the city right now. The 2/3 of our people, they really represent heathens. They're the physically Israelites. They're really spiritually and culturally heathens. So you can't trust them. But no, man, when a brother travels, man, a brother sojourns from one state to another, and he's in a GMS headquarters, man, that brother's our brother, man. And we not just acting. You can feel his spirit. You know, a brother sincere, he feels like a brother in the camp that you already had in the camp. You know, you make sure his family good. You make sure they, a room or so. You make sure they're good with the room. Or a brother sojourning by himself, he crash in your house if need be. Or you might set up an Airbnb for him if you're working with a full deck at the house. All right, but back in the old country, that brother at the house, that brother eating quail. We might have to kill a goat for this brother, man, for real. It's like a celebration. And in the Eastern culture, it was like improper to leave your guest by himself at the house. Like you always tended to him. Like everything good, brother? And you show you good? You know, and that brother take off his shoes and you might wash his feet or have his feet washed because he was in the sand, you know what I mean? Take off his boots at your house. Because another thing about Israelites, your home was really a sacred place. Like I noticed with like a lot of Jakes that get into Kemet, they speak about your home being a sacred place, which is true. But I believe they got it from us. Let me tell it. Because what did the Lord tell Moses? Take off thy feet, for this is holy ground. But your home was a sacred place. So that's why part of that Hebrew culture and part of that hospitality on your end, being the guest, you take off your shoes. That's why we go to most brothers' houses, we take off our shoes, man. Unless a brother says otherwise. All right? Because your home is your sacred place. Especially in Babylon. You wanna have a sanctuary in which you can be relieved spiritually when you enter into your abode. But yeah, man, a brother came over. A brother comes to your house, man. Your abode, man. You make sure he good. He got some eat. He got some liquor. Oh, one thing too, going back to the ways of the Hebrew, is that you offer him water. Hey, let me show you the spirit, man. Look what I'm walking past when this came to my spirit. Water fountain. But yeah, you offer him water, man. Just like Isaac's servant when he went to go find a wife. All right, he got the woman Rebecca who offered him water from the water well. All right, James 2:16. And one of you say unto them, depart in peace, be warmed and filled, notwithstanding ye give them not those things which are needful to the body, what doth it profit? All right, yeah, that was being hospitable in the flesh. So now part of our culture, bro, brothers and sisters, all right, is that hospitality, which I've experienced rich hospitality. Down here in the state of Mississippi, we do our best to make sure that brothers who sojourn to this state, they're entreated well, man. All right, and we've traveled as a camp or a semi-camp to a different city, and we've been entreated well, all right, with other camps or other members of the camps, man. All right, and then you don't have to go broke to help a brother, you know your own circumstances. Just making sure the brother got a place to lay his head, or make sure the brother got grub, you know. The rest of the world, a lot of parts of the world still have that mindset, because you'll go to a third world country, and if they can't do anything else for you as a visitor, they'll cook for you. If they have nothing else to offer you, they'll cook for you, man. But that's part of that Eastern mindset, man. All right, making sure the brother is warm and he could lay his head down, man. Like I said, I can only imagine an ancient world where you did that with Jake Shoe, no, man. It's even like that in the hood, certain places, in certain hoods, in certain neighborhoods where sometimes Jake resides. You can go somewhere to a house, and the mama might be cool, or you might be cool with her son, and she'll make sure you get some chicken or something. Really, they go back to the old country, man. You see? Sometimes Jake be out here, Jake got a spirit where he want to be like a good person in his neighborhood. Jake a barbecue for the hood. Jake a, grill. I say not barbecue. Jake can throw some on the grill for the neighborhood, especially for the little ones, man. Jake might be grilling, and some, young men might be walking down the street. They might walk up to Jake, start talking to him. Jake might say, hey, we'll get his wife to fix you a plate, man. Man, you know what I've learned? Is that you got to say Tawada Yahweh B'Hashem Shai when you have a good time with brothers, man. Because we catch hell throughout the week. So if you have a camp, and let's say y'all eat together afterwards, or y'all have some type of fellowship where y'all watch a fight and eat, man, you got to go home and pray, say Tawada to Yahweh B'Hashem Shai. And the brother said, your pot lesson, not hospitality, is a feeling like no other. Make you feel loved and important. Helping others is a fulfilling, helping others is a fulfilling feeling. It is, brother. And that's how you know you're growing in the spirit, you're maturing in the spirit, when your fulfillment is not always fleshly and carnal. It's spiritual, and it's charity. Even being a good person in the world, man. helping the homeless, Jake. You know, you don't have to go all out because hey, we in captivity. You got to keep your antennas up. But you know, you help a homeless Jake. That's part of it, man. Because really, we're representatives. We're ambassadors of Yahweh Shai. You have to remember, our nation was supposed to be a representative of Yahweh on earth. So we supposed to represent the Heavenly Father on earth. All right. So, you know, like I said, you don't, part of that hospitality, man. Hey, man, making a brother feel, hey, what Tupac say? Real homies make you feel good. You know? But that's real, man. Because you'll be catching hell. You a low-key have spirits on you. You be battling demons, man. Your spirit be kind of fucked up. You know, you meet brothers. Then about 30 minutes into the fellowship, it's like you took a spiritual shower, man. All right? Romans 12:10. There we go. Be kindly affectionate one to another with brotherly love and honor, preferring one another. Y'all ever seen that movie Queen and Slim? All right. In the movie Queen and Slim, all right, they had, what's my guy? He's the actor. He's the bald head actor. But he was playing the uncle. So Queen and Slim was over the woman's uncle house. And I think he was a pimp, right? But his horse was like, you know, in his house, he a king. But outside the house, he ain't shit. Like, and that's how it is with us. Like, in your boat, when you're amongst the brothers, you're somebody. You're royalty. You know what I'm saying? You're special. But outside the house, because of the curses, it's like you're just another nigga. If you're not somebody with high status, you're just another nigga. You know? So it's important that you love brothers, and the Most High, He allows us to look at brothers through the spirit. To know that to look at that brother through the spirit and not through his American alias. Because all of our American alias is really like low status men. Some brothers have a little more than others, but compared to like an Edomite or whatever, or even a heathen, we'll look at our American alias as like, okay, we're just low status laymen. Because that's how the Most High set up his prophets. That's part of the stumbling block to the world. But amongst each other, we know the real us. You know? Yeah, that's right. You know? And when you help a brother, man, that goes back to the Most High, man. You know, not expecting nothing in return, but the Most High gonna return something from you. The book of Tobit was a great example of hospitality. It was a great example. And it's probably my favorite books in the Holy Scriptures, man. All right, sometimes I be in different spirits, or I have a different spirit on me to say what's my favorite book. But I gotta say, man, the book of Tobit, man. Right now, man, because Tobit, you know, he did so many good deeds for his fellow Israelites while being under the Assyrians. All right, but the angel Raphael, he revealed to him at the end, all of your deeds was watched by the Heavenly Father. The prayers that you prayed, we sent it back to the Most High. That's why I sent you to that's why I sent your son. All right, I was sent to help your son. I really preserve your genealogy. Even the small thing that happened in the book of Tobit, where someone gave him a free lamb or something like that, and his wife was like, "Where you steal that from?" He was like, "I ain't steal this," because he did a good deed, and the Most High had it set up so he had like a free lamb or a free goat. But really, that was because he was doing good deeds, man. All right, the Most High be into them deeds, man. When you just do good deeds, that's how you get little small brownie points. That's how you get random, but not random, good things happen to you, man. You know, doing good deeds as a Hebrew man, you know, just things within your confines, your financial budget. When you do good things, it's real like you're setting up a financial defense. It's equivalent to setting up a hedge fund, right? I know a brother that's really had that spirit, that's really been like a charitable person and all that. Really, I got things from him. I learned things from him over the years because we had a bad representation of a leader who was the opposite of that. All because we are hopefully the elect, all because we're hopefully the house of David and we are the elite of our nation. That doesn't mean you be an asshole and, you know, you treat Jake that's not in the truth like shit. You know what I mean? But really, Jake be like that because there was a nobody before they came into knowledge, man. You know, so they gotta feel pompous. All right. or they felt like there was a nobody. You know that feeling. Sometimes you might be the underdog in your environment. You know. Where? Oh, this is my hit right here. I appreciate you looking out though. Thank you. But yeah. Let me see. Let me get back to it. Let me get back to it. Brothers, lighten up the comment board. It says 1 Peter 4:8. And above all things, have fervent charity among yourselves, for charity shall cover a multitude of sins. Yeah, your brother car break down and you get them picked up. You know, that's part of it, man. Your brother car break down. I guess you don't think that's being seen by the Most High? And that little shit you be getting caught up in, the little things you struggle with, you don't think your charity balances those things out? You know? A brother might, trespass against you or do something that kind of rub your fur, but if you can't overlook that or at least reconcile with them, all right, if you're able to do that, you don't think the Most High overlooking that little bullshit you be struggling with behind the scenes? Yeah, that's how the Most High balance you out, man. All right, let's go. And we got to pray to Yahweh Bashim Shai that he give us this spirit of charity, man. That's what we got to start praying for. Speak for myself. Just let me be a charitable, good brother that's balanced, that know how to correct the brother, and know how to be mercy with the correction. You know what I mean? Know how to receive correction, not be all fucked up when I get rebuked, man. That's important, man. You know? Let me go. 1 Peter 4:8. And above all things, have fervent charity among yourselves, for charity shall cover the multitude of sins. Ecclesiasticus 35:10. Give unto the Most High according as he hath enriched thee, and as thou hast gotten, give with a cheerful eye. Psalm 138:6. Though Yahweh be high, yet have he respect unto the lowly, but the proud he knoweth afar off. And we got to make a Sirach 23. Pray to the Most High that he doesn't give us the spirit of pride, man. Because it's easy for this human mortal flesh to be lifted up with pride because we have our knowledge like no other. And when your knowledge is contained in these earthen tabernacles, it can inflate your ego just by nature. Not really mean you're a bad person, but that's the nature of knowledge in these earthen vessels. It inflates your ego until you evolve and you mature. You have experiences that ground you and humble you, and you really understand that you really in this thing by mercy, you know? All right, let's go. Matthew 25:40. And the king answered and say unto them, Verily, verily, I say unto you, inasmuch as you have done it unto one of the least of these, my brethren, you have done it unto me. Whew. All right, Psalm 25:21. Let integrity and uprightness preserve me, for I wait on thee. 1 Corinthians 13:2. And though I have the gift of prophecy and understand all mysteries and all knowledge, and though I have all faith so that I could remove mountains, and have not charity, I am nothing. And what's that word for charity? Agape. All right. Psalm 2:10. Be wise, therefore, O you kings, be instructed, ye judges of the earth. And we're the kings, man. This is why this thick book was written for the elite of Israel, man. All right. You have certain men in our nation who are pivotal in the existence of our nation, such as carpenters, plumbers. You know, we was back in the old country, but the Most High also brought back the elite. And the elite, the judges, are us, because what guide are you going to use to judge? The word, the laws. All right. Proverbs 20:7. The just man walketh in his integrity. His children are blessed after him. All right. But, you know, that's pretty much, it's pretty much it, man. I love this. The spirit is going on right now, this energy. All right. Just, hey, man, the way of our forefathers was hospitality. And now we can't do it to the average 2/3 out here or the average Jake out here. We don't know the angle, you know. It tells you, I think it's Isaiah every brother should utterly supplant, because basically the curses, but just in general, man. Now, it was very common to walk into a different Israelite city, and as you just knock on the door, you see an Israelite man and another Hebrew man. It's like, brother, hey, do you have water? Do you have food? And that man give you water, food, then he beg you to stay overnight. Hey, brother, please, but I can shot. Hey, spend the night, brother. You can start your journey in the morning. And you're like, man, I'm on a certain time. I know, but I can shot. Stay, brother. You know, brother might marry you to his virgin or something. You know, marry you to his virgin. You know what I mean? This is how Jake is, man. You know, my brother might give you a pit bull puppy, the ancient world version of it. Like, man, let me give you a little calf or something, you know? Let me give you some bread, some shekels, you know? Jake be like that, man. You know? Your spirit rub off on him, or he feel your spirit. It's like, this is a beautiful brother, you know what I mean? All right? Integrity. The quality of being honest and having strong moral principles. Let me go back up. Moral uprightness. He is known to be a man of integrity. St. John 13:5. After that, he poured water into a basin and began to wash the disciples' feet and to wipe them with the towel wherewith he was girded. See Genesis 14:18-19. And Melchizedek, king of Shalom, brought forth bread and wine, and he was the priest of the Most High Power. And he blessed them and said, blessed be Abram of the Most High Power, possessor of heaven and earth. Come, and that Melchizedek is Yahushai. All right. That's why it speaks about Melchizedek, I believe is in the Hebrew, by him not having that genealogy. All right. But with that, we can end it here. I hope you brothers and sisters were edified with the second installment of the way of the Hebrew. All right, once again, I want to give all honor and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem HaKadosh. I also want to give double honors to our elder apostles, elder bishops of Great Millstone who rule well. Peace and blessings, health and wellness to the house of David the elect. Abba Baal, Kum Yashala, Shalom. The water.